You, me, and a 6-minute movie review. Let's go. It's New Movie Friday. You, Me and Tuscany is in cinemas across the UK right now. I'm going to take off these glasses because they don't suit me. That was cringe. Hey, welcome back to the video. A brand new movie review. Today I'm talking all about You, Me and Tuscany. It's in cinemas across the UK right now. I've seen it before we start talking about it. As always, a friendly reminder. These are just my thoughts. Don't let this dictate whether or not you go and see it. You might see it and feel totally differently to me. That is okay. Movies aren't made to cater for everyone. Without any further ado, let's start talking about this film. And for starters, I kind of heard nothing about this film, but also so much, I feel, in a weird way. I've seen the trailer a couple of times before movies. I think the last time I saw the trailer was before watching Reminders of Him. And I feel like that was the time where I kind of understood what this film was about. I sort of got the gist of it. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll go and see it. And then like my local cinema had loads of these like triangular tabletop cardboard standees. You wouldn't call them standees, but they had little mini posters on the sides of the cinema, literally everywhere. So I feel like I saw so much, but also in the same breath, nothing. And I low-key forgot that this was a thing because it popped up on my app and I was like, oh yeah, that's out today. Let's go and see it. Yeah, one of those weird ones. But no surprises when I say, I feel like I'm always saying this, it's based on a book. Apparently, I didn't know that. And I feel like in every single movie review I'm talking about is the fact that it's based on a book. I don't know. No prizes for guessing whether or not I've read the book. No, I have not. So I have no comparison to compare it to a book. I've not read it, so I have no idea whether it does the book justice. But for a rom-com type film, it's fine. I had a good time with it. It's all right. It's by no means this revolutionary film. It's by no means this like awesome 10 out of 10 film that you're going to absolutely love, because it's just not that. It's a very basic rom-com, a very basic love story in terms of like enemies to lovers. It's not quite that, but it's that sort of gist of a film. It's a film that has that sort of enemies to lovers, rom-com, all in one, that's very basic, very predictable. I would argue it has a little bit of depth, but on the whole, it's a very basic, very bang average sort of rom-com love story that I enjoyed. I had fun with it, and I had a punnet of grapes quite fittingly while I watched it. And I'm not going to lie to you, I can't really figure out who this target audience is, because my cinema, whilst it wasn't that busy, I had demographics in terms of age audiences absolutely everywhere. I feel like that made no sense. That was not the correct wording. But what I'm trying to say is like there was people of all ages in the audience. That's a better way of wording it. There was me. Yeah. And to the right of me, there was an elderly couple, 2 elderly women that were like a few seats from me. And then a few seats away from them was 2 very young girls. They were like 9, 10 by themselves. Clearly been allowed to go and see a film, because I actually walked in behind them from the car park. I watched them go in and they got out of the car. Their mum dropped them off. So I was like, oh, that's quite cute. And I didn't realise until I was sat down, and then they walked into the stairs into the screen with their popcorn, and I was like, oh, they've gone to see this film. But let's get back on track. Also down in front of me, there was like a 40-year-old couple. There was an elderly lady. There was literally audiences in terms of age was all over the scale. I was not the oldest, I was not the youngest. It was, I don't know, so I have no idea who the film was aimed for, but it was fun. And I get the vibe as I walked out. Everyone, you know, had the same sort of feeling. It was not this excellent film, but I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. There's a few moments of kind of not laugh out loud, but it's a few chuckles. It's fine. It's fine. If you're looking for like this extraordinary love story that's so funny but so romantic, this is not the film for you. And it's just not that. It's just kind of a fun, easy, chilled watch to follow this love story, to follow this rom-com. And that is basically it. At times, I felt the acting was a little bit OTT in terms of the actual story felt a little bit over the top. And I was like, this is a bit just ridiculous now. It's a little bit ludicrous. Why? And then at other times, the actual actors that were acting reminded me that they were acting, because it sort of felt, and the only way I can describe this is like a GCSE drama. Like I knew they were acting, which sort of just takes you out of the story and this like immersive world. Best way I can describe it, do you know what I mean? So I was sort of just in and out of this story because I was like, oh, I just felt like I felt like I kept being reminded that I was watching a film. Do you know what I mean? And there was there, I question the use of AI. I don't know. At the start of this film, there was like an opening montage summarizing her life. And not that the use of AI in this section of the film made any difference to the story, because it certainly didn't. But it was like pictures and videos of her life up till now, like where we were seeing her. And I question the use of AI. Did they use AI? I don't know. Whether we should be using AI in film and TV, full stop, is a question for another day. I don't agree, but anyway, we move. So that did set me off in not the greatest way, because I was like, why are they using AI? I'm not saying for definite they are, but it looked like AI. And I was like, I'm not a fan. But you know, like I say, and I'm gonna just remind you, this is a fun rom-com. So if you're looking for one of those, check it out. You, Me and Tuscany is in cinemas across the UK right now. As always, before I wrap up this movie review, what rate out of 10 will it join my DVD collection? I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I don't need to see it again. With that in mind, will it join my DVD collection? No. I don't need to see it again. I don't need it in my collection. There you go. Like I say, You, Me and Tuscany is in cinemas right now. In the description below is the movie plot, a link to the movie trailer, as well as a link to my movie review playlist. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in another video and hopefully another movie review very soon.